All right, how we doing today? So I'm over here at the Home Depot, over here on Charleston and Lamb. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for some orders. Yeah, one thing I do see is there's a lot of people are doing more of your do-it-yourself type stuff here with the rising costs here and real estate here. And so I want to probably talk about the will we get basketball and baseball in Las Vegas. So in the midst of them finding my orders, I'm gonna try to do a little stretching or whatever. Yeah, so stretch my legs. Been out here all morning doing Amazon. So I'll take a few minutes. We'll talk about what they'll do as far as or what I think that's going to happen. My hypothesis, that is, as far as the basketball, baseball here in Las Vegas. So let's get right to it. Yeah, as I said before there, folks, I'm just over here doing some deliveries for over here at this Home Depot right in front of me at Charleston and Lamb. Yeah, so, yeah, there's not much stuff around here. It's like a VA hospital, like a little Walmart here. And over there you can see like Hollywood. That's, this is what they call Sunrise Manor, kind of like right east of Land Boulevard. Here is what you're looking at, the street in front of me. Yeah, just wanted to show you some of the scenery around here. It's a Golden Corral, like right behind that that Home Depot here. Yeah, we can get into talking about basketball. Yeah, I'm just taking a little break here before I take off here. So what do you guys think about basketball being here in Las Vegas? I probably would look forward to that. I was more excited about getting basketball coming here probably when I got here some 13 years ago, 12 years ago than I am now. It's kind of like it'll get here, well, once it gets here, because maybe I realize now that there's a lot of bureaucracy involved in that, a lot of politics and all that. So they've been trying to get basketball here for quite some time. They've had, let's say back in the day, some semi-pro sports and all that. In fact, I had worked out with a camp out here with the ABA, okay, called the Las Vegas Aces. Yes, they had a Las Vegas Aces men's team here in 2008, 2009, and it folded after one season. And also they had a couple of semi-pro football teams here. But, so yeah, and at that time, they wanted to try to get the Sacramento Kings out here. That was the Maloof brothers. They used to own the Palms. They don't own the Palms anymore. So they pushed for it. I think the mayor wanted it as well. That's Oscar Goodman. But they shot it down. That's the state, that is, because according to state law at that time, the state could, if you were a Nevada resident, you could not bet for the home team. So, but however, that changed. I think in 2016, they changed that ordinance when they had brought in the Golden Knights and also the Raiders. Okay, so I think the thing is not so much basketball, but it's fixing a lot of the problems there. Okay, they feel like, I guess, with basketball, for some reason, there'll be a lot of crime, a lot of prostitution and so forth. So, but I think the city has done a good job trying to fix a lot of those problems. First of all, trying to clean up a lot of the prostitution down on the strip. They hired, I've seen more cops, and I think they've done a fairly decent job. I don't see a lot of openly, of those so-called hookers out there anymore on the strip. All right, it's either that or they had to change the repertoire, one of the two. So they got a lot of those problems out of the way, and they could be able to bring in the basketball here. But I just think that the city has to be receptive to it. All right, because for some reason these sports, like football, basketball, they do bring a lot of energy for the whole city. For example, in 2007, they had the All-Star basketball hit their game here in Las Vegas, and it did cause a lot of problems. Now, I wasn't here just yet. I was still in the Army and I was in Iraq, but I had friends and all that out here, and they said that there was a lot of fights out there on the strip. They had problems trying to get, things like liquor and drinks and stuff. They had a lot of logistical problems out there. All right, they got to where they had fights off the strip. Okay, so it's like, really, what do they need to have all these fights and people walking around off the strip for? Okay, for something over one weekend. But it did turn out to be a success. All right, and it also had a lot of problems at the airport too. Yeah, because the airport was packed, the strip was packed. So I think the basketball could be a successful entity. I think that's the reason why they tried the basketball, that All-Star game in the first place, and it was played at Thomas and Mack all the time, at the time. And I believe afterward, the fact the commissioner at the time, David Stern, all right, bless his heart, all right, the late David Stern, that is, he said that they had to have a better arena than the Thomas and Mack. At the time, they had to play Thomas and Mack, and it needed to be more updated arena. So that's what happened there. I guess for whatever reason, okay, that they wanted to bring out hockey first, and hockey turned out to be a pretty good, pretty nice success here. Okay, had drawn a lot of fans, and the Raiders, that's going to draw a lot of fans, no doubt. Every home game is going to be sold out. And now basketball. So, yes, I do think basketball will come here in 2023. I think either we're going to get the New Orleans Pelicans or the Minnesota Timberwolves. I saw an article a couple of years ago on what might come here as far as in basketball, and I did see an article about the Pelicans, and I think the same guys that own the Saints. Something about the lease in New Orleans at the current arena that they play in expires in 2023, okay, that summer. So the thing is, either they're going to have to build another arena, or there's rumors about coming here, okay? They may come here. Now, I got the skinny when I was in Virginia. I went home, I did some videos on that. I had a friend of mine that told me that the Minnesota Timberwolves were folding and they may come here. So it's going to be interesting to see that. But if that happens, that's going to be probably for the 2023-24 season. And I believe what they're going to do, probably for a couple of years, they're going to try to play in the same arena which the hockey team is playing in, the T-Mobile. And I know when I was going to UNLV, there was plans. There was a guy that went to UNLV, played basketball there, that he was, I think in urban improvement or something like that, okay, that he wanted to get a basketball arena down Midtown, where the just south of the Stratosphere, but that never fell through, okay. I think when there's more money to make and that basketball turns out to be a success, which will be, they may consider building an arena somewhere else. But until then, I think that we have to wait a couple of years on that, and one of those teams will come out, or they may do an expansion draft. So, all right, now baseball, okay? I can't say much on baseball, but they wanted to try to get a team out here. I believe it was the Anaheim Angels, and there was talk about tearing down the Rio, but that did not fall through. I saw an article, and I don't know if they're building on it right now as we speak, but a couple of years ago, they decided to commit to build a new baseball field out there in Anaheim. So that idea got scrapped, and rather, like the Rio, they're doing a $650 million renovation on that. They're going to start doing that soon. So they're going to keep the Rio up. But what I think that may happen is, I heard something about Tampa. That's what I heard. If they didn't build a new field, then they could end up going somewhere else. I think what could happen if they decide to come out here, is they could build an upper deck out there in Summerlin with that aviator team. That they'll just upgrade it into the whatever respective Major League Baseball team they want to call it. Okay. So if they do an upper deck, I think it's something like 12,000 people that can fit in that stadium. That'll be another 8,000 to 10,000, so that could be like 22,000 to 23,000 people. And I think that's big enough to have a major league team in this day and age. So I think that's my take on that. Okay, what say of you? But this is one of the things where it's going to have to make up for tourism, because I think a lot of tourists is not going to come back. We got about 80% tourism here in Las Vegas during the weekend, but and about 15% during the week. I think that more people are starting to trickle here during the week as people are becoming more confident, and then also we'll start getting the conventions here in a few months. But a lot of those people are going to come. They're not coming back. There's going to be a lot of virtual platforms, and I believe that basketball, baseball, maybe soccer is a way to make amends to some of that. But I'm going to end it right now. Okay, right there for now. But leave your comments, shares, and subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends and check out some of my other videos. And thanks for watching. I'm gonna go on and do these deliveries now. Stay tuned for the next video.